Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies, and you might be able to tell from my voice that I am a little bit sick. I have been sick so many times this year. I think this is the 6th time since December. It's been crazy. But I have tried to continue organizing. In the last video, I think we were sorting through these 3 boxes right here. The vintage buttons and sewing items. And then I continued on, and as you can see, there are a lot of boxes right here. Now, these boxes, I think I mentioned before that they are not the most user-friendly in organizing, but the one thing they are is efficient, I think you can say, because they are very skinny. So you could stack a whole row of them into just a tiny sliver of your space. So what I'm planning to do, first of all, I need to, as you can tell, there are white boxes, and then there are some green ones and pink ones. And I have started listing how many I have of each that are in use, because I'm going to have to kind of do some musical chairs or musical boxes to make the ones that are going to go in one stack the same color so that they stack better because they fit into each other. I have some spaces downstairs that I can stack these next to my bookcases with the books and my little cubby thing, the under the stairs spot where I keep all my fabrics. So I have one slot with 2 spaces, so I can do 2 rows of boxes downstairs, and then I have 3 other spots where I could do 1 stack. So I think these 2 are going to go together, and they're going to be my textiles. So I have right here, there's going to be an area with vintage paper and vintage sewing items. So the vintage paper are like postcards, letters, different things like that. Vintage greeting cards, so vintage paper, right? Vintage slide mounts. They're going to go along with the vintage sewing items. And that's going to be this stack right here, and then this stack right here. So there's going to be like a tall row that I can put, and then another spot under this table thing that I can put. So that's going to be one like category, and then another category is going to be vintage, not vintage, but textiles, so ribbons and laces and like fabrics. So that's going to be another section. And then this one over here is going to be my newer things. Like, they're not vintage. They're like rhinestones, baker's twine right there, flowers right there, and some other things. So I'm excited that I was able to kind of make little spaces to get these things out of my main craft area, because I want more surface space to work with, and I don't want to feel so crowded in. So now I'm going to move you to an area where a lot of these were, and I freed up a lot of space in my room. And you can see my original video when I did it before and after. It was like right before COVID, or right around COVID or something. I think right before, when I kind of first bought these boxes and started kind of organizing things like this. But it took up two, kind of like three bookcase spots. So I'm going to move you over there now so you can see how much room I was able to free up. This is the area where the boxes were. It was filling in this area, filling in this shelf, as well as this shelf. So what I'm going to do is move, I'm still going to designate this shelf right here and that shelf to hold these boxes, because it's very convenient to have them here. Because one, it's not prime real estate right here because it's kind of like in there. So it's not like I want to free up that space to put something else. And also my craft table is right over there. So with this area here, I can easily reach over from where I'm working and just grab boxes. So I'm going to keep things like, what I want there are glues. As you can see, it's very dusty. I'm in the middle of dusting with all my rags right there. But I'm going to keep glue here because that's something that I want close to me. That's the main thing I want close to me. I might think about it and see if there are any things over here that should be close to me. So that's kind of still what I'm thinking about. Wow, look at how many boxes there are. Okay. Now another area that got freed up, this area down here, which this is very much prime real estate. So I'm planning to not have any boxes here, but if I do have some boxes, it'll probably be like 4 boxes just right there. All right, I moved you again. This is where my sewing desk is. That's the sewing machine, and my 2 paper towers, which are going to be reorganized. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move them over just a tiny bit. As I mentioned, those boxes are very skinny, so I can fit a row of boxes here. I'm thinking of putting a row just up to here, and then I'll have like an extra space that I can put stuff on, kind of like a little table. So that's gonna happen there. So that means I'm gonna be like relieving other spaces of boxes and creating another little spot where boxes will go. This is my other area right here. Boxes used to be stacked right here, and that's freed up. I want to keep that free because I want easy access into the spot under the desk right here, where I'm probably gonna put more of this packaging. I have a lot of it, and I feel like this is kind of like a pain in the butt spot because it's under the table. So, and I have a lot of packaging, so I could just stuff all that in there. Sorry about my throat. And then I want to clear off a lot of this. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. So I'm going to think about that. And hopefully I'll create more space here. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about what I'm trying to create, which is I want more flat surface, like surface area to work with. I want this desk to be more free. I don't know how free I can make it, but I want it more free. I want this top spot here to be completely free, so I could just stack things out in an assembly line, or if I'm selling things, then I can just put things there to have it be like a flat work surface. And then I want these areas free as possible as well, because it's like easy to access it. I want my desk to be more clear, and then I want this area, so theoretically these two shelves will be free. But yeah, so that's what I've come up with so far. I hope this is gonna make me more productive and more organized and make things look nicer. This is probably the best way I could have done it without actually having more space. So my next task is to change, like, so this row here and this row here are going to kind of go together. These two rows right here are going together. So I need to change them into the same color boxes. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And then another thing I'm going to be doing is I need to type up all the labels because I want them big and clear. So that's what we're going to do in this video. Just kind of work things out a little bit more. And then in the next video, I'm going to try to do a before and after, and then show you guys how things look now versus how they looked before. But I will see you in 1 second. So I got everything labeled. I am going to move them out of my immediate craft area. And in the next video, I'm going to show you all the space that I created. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.